Brandon Marshall here from I Am Athlete on the go, and the buck stops here in Atlanta, Georgia, the college football playoff national championship. We sit down with Jeremiah Smith, Coach Brian Hartline, and the Mecca on the go, and it's like that. Brandon Marshall here, I Am Athlete on the go. First stop, Atlanta, Georgia. The buck stops here. The Ohio State Buckeyes and the biggest playmakers in the game, and maybe at the college level and the pro level. First shout out goes to my ex-teammate, and he definitely was the Z, and I was the X, okay? Brian Hartline, 8'2". He keep putting them out, right? Does a great job recruiting, and he finds a way to get the biggest in the game. And then also, we got Jeremiah Smith, we got a Mecca, and we got Cornell from the west side of Chicago. First challenge, before we get on the bus, is the hands challenge. I don't care if you're fast, you're tall, you're strong. If you can't catch, you can't play wide receiver. And it's been 25 years since I played, and I'm still saying I got better hands than the Mecca and Jeremiah Smith, Coach Brian Hartline, and also the young pup, Cornell. So let's go. Here we go, right here. All right, B, you gonna shoot it? All right. Yeah, no, I go first. I'm gonna set it off for us.
Let's see this. Oh, come on, I gotta see this.
All right, this first one. Eddie, where you at, Ed? You ready? Okay. You want to stay on that side, so I'm going to throw it to you. You give it to him. Shoot it. Let's get it. All right, you on me? So right now, you're just warming it up, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to just test natural hands. I want to see if they can pluck the football. I want to see it up close and personal. And then I'm going to see the right hand to the left hand, and then I got a trick for them. And seeing if they can snag the football. You can go a little faster. You got to keep it easy. Hey, I'm old, man. All right, here we go. So right now, I'm going to go. Here we go, 2. Y'all be the judge. Y'all be the judge. Pluck, right hand, left hand, and then I got a little something for them. And we all gonna go through real quick. Here we go. Bring it down, bring it down. Young buck, C, can you grab those balls for me? Rook. Here we go. Turn it down a little bit. Turn it down. Just a little bit, because ooh, jeez. Ooh, here we go. Yeah, I can see it's just I'm There we go. All right, here we go. Rate who has the best hands. That's one. All right, now we can go left hand. It gotta stick. It gotta stick like that. Hold on. It gotta stick. We go left hand. Huh? All right, you get 3 tries to make it stick. Let's go right hand. You wanna go? Here we go, right hand. You got 3 tries, start right now. Ooh, that right hand, Steve. Ooh, they retired me. There we go. Right hand, here we go. Now you got the challenge. It's called the last challenge, the X challenge. Right here, bring it. Yeah. All right, let's see it. You up.
You're good now.
You got it? I lost that one. You can't even hear the ball. You can't even hear the ball. You catching it so soft. Huh? All right, once you feel like I feel like you got the first one, boom. And now you go left hand, then we go right hand. Oh. Okay. Y'all be the judge, I'm not sure. Oh, okay, right hand, get 3. Oh, that's done. Ooh. So right now, great here, great right hand, left hand. Okay. No, you already got, no, you only get 3. Woo. Can't, nah, I'm sorry. Yeah, we working right now. What's up, King? Come on. Jay, he said he from the crib, Miami Gardens, Ravens.
What's good?
I had 2 out there, boy, before you got there. Bro.
Yeah, what's good? Got you.
I wouldn't even pull it on Robbie on that floor, man.
Bet. Let me get one this way. Bet. All right, King. Yeah.
Got you.
What we got?
You caught him?
All right, here we go.
You know, I'm gonna drop this one.
Oh.
I'm gonna drop that one.
Oh. That's too easy. Okay.
Is it 3?
Soft hand. I didn't even see yours first. I watched the film. I was dropping all the balls. It's too easy, and now you got this one. Yeah, that was a stick. Ah.
My bad.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, coach. All right, coach.
All right.
Let's see if you still got it.
Never had it.
We're gonna do a photo before we get on right here, all of us. Come on, coach. Coach catch with his thumbs. Let's see it. Okay.
One more.
You still got that touch. Right hand for me too. Oh, that's the one we gonna post. That's the one we gonna post.
You fighting the ball. Okay.
One more, coach. Here we go. That's the one we gonna post. All right, coach. You sure you want to try this last one? Yeah, right there. No, you got it. Come on, two more.
Okay.
All right. Let's get this picture right here, and then we go on. In Atlanta, college football playoff national championship, and I'm sitting here with the Ohio State playmakers. We got Jeremiah Smith, we got Cornell from the west side of Chicago, and all the way from Seattle, Washington, we got my boy at Mecca, Coach Brian Hartline, my teammate. How you guys doing? Good. Yo, how I feel like this year? Did you guys come in knowing that you guys were going to be in this position, being here in Atlanta, Georgia?
I think we had a certain confidence about ourselves, but like all 4 years I've been here, we had that same level of confidence. It was just more about executing it and actually doing what we talked about doing. So now that we're here, we don't feel out of place. We feel, we're ready for the moment.
What was the thing that you guys had to overcome? And I'll start with you, Coach Hartline. Like, what was the defining moment this season when you're like, okay, it can go left and go right, but it was that moment that you knew was the defining moment?
Well, I think part of me, I don't want to, it's not a defining moment yet until the job is done. That's kind of how I feel like it's still, we ain't got to where we want to get to. So once you do, then you look back and try to find a defining moment, you know what I mean? So, but for us, I think all the turmoil and the challenges, I mean, we had one out in Eugene, Oregon that really challenged us early in the season. We had one late in the season where you really are now in balance where, where's our path next, where we fit, who are we? I mean, you're having all these challenges. I mean, there's a lot of player-led meetings that we were not a part of. That these guys were kind of talking through things and establishing what they want to get done from here on out, and we knew we kind of lost control of our path, if you will. So I think the way we had that late season letdown, if you will, disappointment, really kind of put our backs against the wall, and that really made it either go or don't. So that was probably, in hindsight, maybe our defining moment. But we'll see. We gotta make sure we're done.
Yeah. I mean, not everyone have the budget that the big schools have, but people can get in the game now, right? Because of the landscape of college football. What separates Ohio State from everyone else? Like, why are y'all always in this position? It seems like.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're big on. I mean, obviously, the resources are there. Other teams have resources that's well documented, but it's not about that. It's about the right guys for our building, and the guys that are in the building, they understand that thought process. It's not necessarily that. Yes, we have a lot of the best guys in the country, but it's not the best guys. It's the right guys that become the best guys, right? I mean, as you know, like, mentality separates everything. Like running fast, jumping high, all those things. There's a lot of guys that go other places, that have success, but we're looking for the right individual to be a Buckeye. And I think when you do that and you have the right guys, you're maximizing what they're capable of, if you will.
What does the right wide receiver look like, right? Like, I joke and I kid with you offline. We played together, so I can do this. And I also have these conversations internally with people in the football world, especially NCAA. I'm like, yo, this dude may go into the College Football Hall of Fame never being a head coach, right? Like, if you want to stay in this position forever, I feel like you can stay in this position forever, right? Like, what's the right guy? Like, how are you able to hit the road and bring in guys
Well, first
to this caliber?
Well, first you can't talk. You're not allowed to talk in my room because he don't ever talk. He talks a little more now. Jeremiah never talked when he showed up. Marv never did. Mac talked a little more. But definitely a quiet type. No, I'm kidding. Right. But that being said, it's like athletically, really you check a box, and that's always been my take. Maybe it's more about how I felt about myself playing with you and Jarvis and Mike Wallace, all the different guys I played with, Brandon Gibson. Like, we all had different skill set. You had a different skill set than I had, but like the mentality at which we went about our business, like Jarvis, like that's what I resonate with. It was about the mentality. So, things that Mech do is not what Carnell can do and what JJ does. So, but what they do share is that like mentality. And I think if you don't have that mentality, it's already hard enough to maximize the skill set of an individual. But I can't fight the conversation too. You know what I mean? That makes it even harder as a coach, if that makes sense.
100%. Jay, Jeremiah, I see you shaking your head when Coach is saying that. Yeah. Why are you shaking your head?
I mean, like you said, the mentality, like, we all got that dog mentality. We all want to go out and dominate everybody that's in front of us. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I seen you, bro, down there in South Florida. I've been in South Florida since I played with the Miami Dolphins, played for the Miami Dolphins, and Sly, right? Yep, Sly. So going out there and seeing y'all boys grow up, bringing my kids out there, and I've always, paid attention to, your development. Why Talk a little bit about Sly, and then tell me why Ohio State. Like, how'd you get to Ohio State?
I knew Sly since I was a little kid. Him and my dad grew up with each other. Started going to Sly when I was about 8, 9 years old. Really just an athletic kid. Didn't really know nothing about running routes. Just going out there. I'm probably better than everybody, so I'm just doing whatever. But him teaching me really all the techniques, different releases, just different types of stuff about receiver. And, you know, just going to him every week until I was about 18 years old. I'm going to him every week during COVID. I'm just seeing him every week. And, you know, just got better each and every day. Like you say, one day better, and I was just getting better each and every day that I'm going there. And he's just been a big part of the success that I've been having, you know, in college, I should say.
Can you explain to the people out there, bro, like, about South Florida? Well, everybody know about Florida football and, like, South Florida. But, Sly, when you go out there on a Sunday at 11 or 12, what do the people see?
You see everything. You see all the work that, everything that he's learned, he's teaching us. So, I mean, you're going to get, everybody in Florida, that's the best. They all come out there on that Saturday or Sunday to get that work in, get us the best. And, you know, nobody out there is scared to compete. You go lose runs, you go win runs. But it's all about, you know, going out there competing and just getting better each and every week.
Name some of the dudes that came out that you were able to see when you were 8, 9, got to middle school, even high school. Some of the dudes that came through the program or was out there working.
You got Xavier Screpo, you got Sam Bruce. It's a long list. I could keep going on. You got me, you got Josiah Trader, you got. It's a lot. It can't really come to my mind right now, but it's a lot of people that can't do this.
Yeah. So before I come to you, young pup, talk to me about like being out on the field and seeing some of the vets, the NFL guys out there training. You remember some of those moments? What was a cool moment for you growing up in South Florida, being out there on the field and seeing the who's who out there training, whether with Sly or Gold Feet or whoever?
Yeah, you got guys like Antonio Brown used to come out there. Just seeing the work that he used to put in, how hard he worked. Just something I wanted to, somebody that I wanted to be like as a young kid. Just seeing him how hard he worked and everything like that. So I mean, AB was really like a motivation to me growing up, and I can't really think of it.
Yeah, AB was a dog. Cornell, West Side, Chicago. I told you that story outside, bro. I've never seen anything like that. The neighborhood, it took me back to the old days in the 80s from a cultural standpoint. Driving down, just got traded to the Chicago Bears from the Miami Dolphins. Brian Hartline went upstairs and said, hey, my contract's up. That was the truth. My contract, my deal is up. I'm ready to re-up. Y'all got to choose. Y'all just gave this man almost $50 million, and I'm ready to get paid. It's me or B. Marshall. And they said, Brian, they said, Coach B.
Yeah, I'm playing.
Right? They trade me to Chicago. That ain't how it happened?
No,
you ain't go upstairs?
No,
I was playing. No. But so I'm in Chicago, and one of my first days in Chicago, driving from Lake Forest down to the city, I drove through your neighborhood. I never seen anything like that, man. Talk to me a little bit about, where you come from.
Oh, I come from the west side of Chicago and stuff like that. It ain't the best area, but everybody know each other out there. Like when it's great weather, everybody outside, the kids, moms, the grandmas, the aunties, everybody outside enjoying the weather, enjoying each other, enjoying the company. You're gonna see loud music, food going, people running all across the street and stuff like that, enjoying the time, the weather.
How does Chicago show up in your game? Like, I'm from Pittsburgh. It's the poorest. East Liberty is the poorest county in all of Pennsylvania. And my family, it was tough. My father was in the streets. Come from the mud, and I took that tenacity, that fire, that grit, that entire experience onto the football field. So when you see my game, when you saw my game, how I was just like yak and fight for every yard. To me, that was just where I came from. How does Chicago show up in your game?
Chicago, where we from, you ain't scared of nothing. Like we always talk that way and stuff like that. You're gonna fight from a young age until you get older. Every day you're gonna go out there and fight for no reason. You just out there fighting for your brother over little stuff and stuff like that. So that's all. You can't be scared of nothing. We gotta go fight for everything.
How do you fit in this room? Because everybody talk about these guys, right? Jeremiah Smith, Mecca, right? Like, how you fit in this room?
I'm right where I belong and stuff like that. They get all the public attention and stuff like that, but it takes 3 receivers to win the game. So like, I show up every weekend and play my game and stuff like that. The ball might not come my way, but I'm still doing my job on the field, whether that's getting the ball, blocking and stuff like that. And I just like, I don't really like the media talk about it, because I know my work and stuff like that.
I love that. I want to go around, and Coach, jump in anytime you want. Like, we'll get into some football stuff. Player comps, right? You talked about Antonio Brown, which is interesting, because when you look at, you know, the body type, you know, I don't even know who I would. Maybe Julio Jones would be the first to come to mind for me, right? So there's a lot we can take from other players, but who's your pro player type? Player comp, I should say. Excuse me.
Like you said, I say Julio Jones. A lot of people throw AJ Green in there as well, or Andre Johnson, big body type receivers, physical type receivers. They're really them three for sure.
Talk to me about your game, bro. Like, what do you love about your game?
What do I love about my game?
And then let me start it so I can give you. Let me set the. And Coach, I'm gonna put you on here too because you retired. You was a dog too, A2. What I loved about my game, bro, was yak. Like, I love catching the ball. I could do a lot of things. 6'5", 230. How I get off the line. How I can move. How I can sink my hits at the top of the route. My IQ, being able to watch film and understand everything that's going on. But the thing I loved about my game was just when the ball got in my hands, I felt like I was a running back. I felt like I was Barry Sanders. So for me, that was that. And to be honest, I don't. There was never a player comp for me. You know, I just saw big dudes, but I wasn't fast like Calvin. You know, I didn't have hands like Chris Carter. You know, so my game was unique, and I think the player comp for me who's in the game now is like an A.J. Brown. He's not as tall as me, but he's a straight dog, right? So for you.
I never really thought about
I will come back to you then. All right, Mecca.
To be honest, I'm kind of with JJ. Like, I don't really think about my comps. I let, you know, people who got sports channels.
I got a comp.
You got a comp?
My comp's Amon Ra
Yeah.
in Detroit. I think that's similar. I think he's really smart. I think how he operates and plays. You know, there may be a world where you're not testing off the charts kind of thing.
Yeah.
But just plays football at a very, very high level. I don't know. I think I feel that right now on a current comp.
Talk to me about his game then, because I love that, right? Like, you still in it, right? Like, you just so locked in and focused, and to have your coach here, that's perfect.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I still want to hear from you and talk a little ball here, but
I don't know Amon Ra as well.
what do you love about his game?
What
What do you love about his game?
I mean,
What makes him different? You have so many people in your room.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, again, Jeremiah's a younger guy, but he's picking it up quick. But these guys to my left and right, like, literally, we play the art of the position, like manipulating DBs, you know, seeing, you know, leverages, knowing what I ran, using that against them. Like, we play the art of playing. We play the mind game, and you know, we have all the physical tools, both these guys, but to be able to manipulate and play the mind game is the best part about these guys, these rounds. Like, we'll have calls even offensively, like, how do we know to line up? Coach, we're good. We got the call. We know we'll make it right. So these guys are problem solvers. They're make it right kind of guys, and those are the good ones, right? The ones that aren't in great position sometimes, but makes things work.
Yep.
Is my favorite part about the way these guys play. And Mecca, obviously, as being the leader in the room, so he's a cut from that. You know, full body language, manipulation of corners and DBs, and playing the art of playing receiver.
First round?
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Or you just don't
Easy.
watch film.
Right.
I've seen. I mean, I feel bad for guys that are on TV. Sometimes I just see what they have to say and put on TV. Not you, of course.
Yeah.
But like, they just be giving comps and saying things. Anyways, you watch any film, certified.
So, AB grew up watching AB. Who was your inspiration?
I mean, I was obsessed with football from a young age, and like just the position of wide receiver, kind of like he's talking about, just the art of it. Like, I just think route running is beautiful. I think the way that you can play with a DB's mind, like all those types of things. I've just been obsessed with it since I was young. So it's not really a star wide receiver in the league that I don't take stuff from. I watch highlights, route running, all these type of things, podcasts. But some of my favorite wide receiver of all time is Julio. I don't really match him too much physically, but he was fun for me to watch. So he was probably my favorite of all time. D-Hop, his hands, just catching traffic. And then OBJ in his prime, he was crazy to watch. Those are some of my top guys when I was younger.
You play a little angry sometimes. Like you get upset sometimes. Like meaning I've seen you not run the perfect route. Like it means something to you is basically what I'm saying. You know, controlled chaos. Am I seeing that correctly?
I just think I hold myself to a very high standard. I mean, Coach Hart can speak on that. That's kind of just the way I've been my entire life. I've always had a certain chip on my shoulder. I couldn't really tell you where it comes from. It's just there for some reason. Everything somebody has ever said about me, or rank it, like I don't forget anything, and I don't hold grudges, but it's up here. And I think growing up, kind of like he's talking about, I was always really fast, but I was never the fastest. I could always jump really high, but never the highest. I was always really strong, but never the strongest. And I felt like I always had something to prove. So I think the thing that separated me was my mentality, and that's something that I still hold true to.
Yeah. Cornell, you're calm.
I don't really know player comes wise. It's just so much different than each player got their own thing nowadays and stuff like that. So I don't really know.
Come on, man. All right, inspiration.
Inspiration. I used to watch Brian and AB. I like AB. He was a dog. Packers, Devontae, he's the Killer Bears. And right now I like Chase and Justin.
Chase and Justin?
Yeah.
Who's one? Who's two?
I'm gonna go Jamar one.
You can go Jamar one?
Yeah.
That's big.
We'll talk about
What you
that
think?
later.
Top 5 wide receivers in the NFL right now. On the spot.
I don't watch the league.
What you mean you don't watch
I
the
don't watch
league?
the NFL.
You don't have time, or what?
I just don't. I don't know.
You don't say it. You don't like the NFL.
It's not I don't like it. I just
You don't like the
watch,
game?
I don't watch the NFL. Like games, I don't really watch it. I just watch highlights or like route running and stuff like that. But I don't really watch the NFL. I like college. Like in college. Like,
Top 5.
I was always like that. Like in high school, I really didn't really watch the NFL. I always watched college. I mean, yeah, I always watched the college, not the NFL. But top 5 right now, you gotta go Jamar one.
Okay.
Triple Crown.
Yeah, you gotta go Jay Jettis.
And if y'all collectively want to do it as a room, the receiver room, if y'all want to do it together, that's cool. So top 5. Give me the top 5 right in the league.
I mean, I'm going JJ. I'm going Justin.
I don't got no order, but Jamar, Justin,
Yep.
and then even though he had a downfall in production, Tyreek is in there.
Yep.
I gotta put AJ Brown in there, and Amon-Ra. Oh wait, CD. Hold up. I forgot about CD.
We putting them over.
I got to send a list.
Yeah.
Where they are.
Wait. That's a little hard right now. There's a lot of talent in the league right
There
now.
is.
Like tons.
Come on.
Mike just keeps producing. Everyone's sleeping on Mike Evans.
Mike Evans. He's always slept on.
Always. They always sleep on him.
And I'm probably biased, but next year we're gonna be talking about Gary, Chris, and Jackson, and Marv.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be talking about George Pickens next year.
Think so?
Yeah, he gotta tighten up some things. I was like that. It took me a couple years to fully mature to get to a place where,
Right.
I don't like to talk negative or anything like that, but it's the truth, right? Like, it's the maturation process, right? So there's some things, like even in the playoff game, there was a big play down the right side of the sideline, and he extended. Come on, we work on that. Down low here, right? Things like that. Or there's been a couple times where, some things come up, but nothing big, nothing crazy. Just gotta mature a little bit. Him and Russ, they keep Russ. Dog, he's one of the best on the ball that I've ever seen.
He's a free. He's a free. He can go.
Yeah.
He can go.
He can go.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. And also, like, there's certain things that he's got to tighten up. But I got him. But the receivers,
I'll say the biggest sleeper of this year, and I know we're a little biased. I'm biased, but Terry McLaurin had a phenomenal year in Washington. And the amount of texts I was getting from guys, like
He did.
kind of year he had. So
13 touchdowns,
Yep.
1,100 yards,
Scary
almost
too.
14 yards, 100%.
Yep. Rookie quarterback is awesome. Jade played great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jackson maybe break out player of the year up in Seattle with
Yeah.
DK. So that's a good group
It's
right
hard
there.
to do a
Well,
top
do,
five right now.
what do y'all want to see? Do y'all want to see Garrett Wilson with the Jets or somewhere else? Like that's y'all boy.
Oh, we always root for Garrett.
Yeah.
So like I mean, because
I mean,
look,
just like
Garrett
we're
Wilson
wideouts.
right now. I feel like look, here,
Hey,
I'm a
we're
Jet.
wideouts. We
I'm a
just want to
Jet.
be with that quarterback.
You want to
Come
what?
on, man.
You what?
We just want to be with that quarterback. We're just wideouts.
1,100 yards.
Yeah, it was a good year.
Seven tuds.
He's got a lot. He got a lot in there now.
He's a
Chris
freak.
would have got banged up too from a wideout perspective. He got had some head deals. He was rolling early in the year.
So Garrett, dude, what do you think? What's best for him? You ain't played with him, so.
What's best for him? Gee.
Why you hold on? Why you let him go?
Nah,
No,
G's
he's
awesome.
one of the funniest dudes I've
Oh
ever played
yeah,
with.
G's awesome.
Yeah,
G
he's
just wants to
hilarious.
win. He's like an ultra competitor. That's what it comes down to. So like, if things are going good because he's winning, he's good. Like, but when you're being productive and he knows it's not right, he's not happy.
Right,
I already know
right,
that.
right.
I,
You see it?
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to
He's
see
so
what happened with
competitive.
him this offseason.
Yeah, he's so
All right, before I move on to the next topic.
and I
So-
think my comp for him is T. Higgins right now.
Ooh.
I think that's the closest one. I mean, T's smooth.
Uh-huh.
CT's really smooth. I was like rattling my brain trying to get a guy. I think that's the closest thing that popped in my mind. I hope that's good because I think he's playing. I think he had a great year.
Yeah.
T can go.
Yeah, I
He
know.
He just got chased on the other
Yeah,
side.
which is good.
Yeah.
They complement each other.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Hey, y'all know one person that y'all that is slept on right now that I think next year will maybe not even creep but break into the top 5? Nico Collins.
Yeah.
What y'all think about his game?
That boy,
He from the other side though. So we don't play. I
All right, that's
don't
fair.
ever forget. But I have a lot of respect
Yeah.
for a good game. He plays good, and CJ loves throwing the ball, and he does a great job. So
Yeah.
a lot of credit to
he
him.
can go. Since CJ been there, his numbers been crazy.
Yeah. He's nice, man.
Yeah.
Like I love his game, short,
I love Tank.
smooth. I love big dudes that can move, man. I love the big receivers. Pause.
Yeah.
Jamar
but Tank,
Chase,
though-
Justin
Hey, hold
Jefferson.
on, Tank though. He
Oh,
got
Tank
banged
Dell.
up, dude. I think he will like explode if he stays healthy. I think he's as a route runner. I think he's tough, and I love seeing Jerry come out.
Yeah.
Because I've been waiting for Jerry to get that thing right, Jerry Judy.
Oh yeah.
He popped this year.
Yeah.
Like I always thought he was dirty
Oh,
coming
look,
out.
he
of-
gonna bring up Jerry because Ohio
I'm just
State.
saying,
look.
what I didn't do nothing with Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry- So like,
No,
I
that's
just-
Alabama. Sorry.
Yeah, he's
That's
at Bama.
Yes,
So like,
right.
I just always loved Jerry's game. I just didn't know, what's the
Right.
in Denver. So kudos to him for
Putting it
that's
together, I
fun.
mean that goes into how just
We kept fighting a
coming
good
to pro.
fight too, man. Like
There
it's
you go.
hard.
That's
You're a
right.
high draft pick. You go somewhere that's not quite working. And now he's in, in
Right.
Cleveland and good.
Yeah. So y'all top 5 is y'all said Jamar Chase. Go ahead. What,
Jay Jutta, like you said, Tyreek, even though he had a bad year. Omar.
CD or AJ?
y'all gotta pick one.
I go
It's
AJ.
only fun.
I'm going AJ Brown
Me too.
AJ Brown.
I'm a big
AJ
fan of
Brown.
AJ Brown though. I'm a little biased. He's one of my favorite in the league.
Drake London had a big year. Jerry Judy, Malik Neighbors, CeeDee Lamb, McConkey. You ain't putting the white guys in there.
that.
Can't act like that. Come on,
I
man.
know,
You gotta
but
put the
like,
white guy. in
one
there.
year, show me again. Bro. Come on, man.
There you go.
I see it, Coop.
Uh,
Come on, Coop. We gotta get you back right now. Cooper Kupp, we gotta get him back.
No,
We
What
gotta
are,
get him back.
what are y'all seeing?
Yeah, they got Puka.
What are y'all seeing on the other side, Notre Dame, right? How y'all feeling about this matchup?
Best two teams there made it, just stuff like that. They said they're gonna play man, challenge us. We gotta go win.
That's what they said publicly.
Yeah. They said they ain't gonna change their game plan.
So what does that mean?
Go out there and play man.
They said they playing man against y'all? He's serious. Look at this dude. He's a killer. Look at him, Jay. Look at him. Hey, this boy, like, you ready.
I just wait till Monday.
What does that mean?
But I think the coaches put together a great game plan. We just got to put it on the field.
like you don't watch the league. I don't watch college football. I'm gonna be honest. Notre Dame plays man-to-man. That's their scheme.
Yeah, they're like
Most of the time.
75, 80% man coverage.
75, 80% man-to-man.
It is. It is. They got a lot of pride in what they do. They're in the national championship. So I'm sure they're going to do what they do best. And we're going to do what we do best.
Did they publicly say that they're going to play man-to-man? What? Did they say that publicly?
That's what the corner said, number 15, freshman.
What's his name?
Leonard Moore.
When you heard that, how did that make you feel?
I just started laughing. I just laugh at everything. I had people sending it to me. I was just like, go see Monday. I don't really talk. I just go out there.
Didn't that
People
happen?
almost
Y'all matched up against somebody and they said they were going to play you man, and then you said something publicly in the playoff.
Oregon.
What did Oregon say?
Oh no, they didn't really say that. I just said, come out there playing man, we're gonna take shots. I said, I guess they took defense of that. They came out there playing man, and they thought I was blind about what I was saying.
Yeah.
Went out there and did it.
See, Coach, this is what I love about having 3 to 4 guys that can go. I feel like in modern ball, you have to. When we first got in the league, it was like, all right, you have 2 guys, you got a running back, okay, but you got to have like 3 to 4 pass catchers. Because when you do, like, what do you do out there? You know what I'm saying? You want to double or you want to roll?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Lean.
Yep. I mean, that coupled with the run, I mean, just like you know, like the run game is so important.
Yeah.
Because if not, then you throw clout on everything and you just make things hard in that world. But we've done a great job being pretty balanced. We're pretty close to 50-50 offensively. So these guys complement each other.
Yeah.
It's a good mix, man. Yeah, it's a good mix.
Favorite route?
It depends on the coverage. I don't really got
Man to man, man to man. That's how I look at the wide receiver position. It's just like, you know, we just routes on the air, man to man, boom. What you want to run?
I mean, it's hard not to say go ball because it's just like it's hard not to say go ball. So I mean, I guess I'll just say that.
Yeah. Okay. Favorite route?
They said go ball, I'm going to slant.
Slant.
Yeah.
You got different ways you get into it.
You need to work them off the release or get physical. Just 2 hand off the line.
He knows what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right up his alley. Right up his alley.
Right.
I'm trying a little bit.
The coach he told me that he was showing you some of my technique.
Yeah.
How you feel about it?
I feel good. I mean,
Is it for
I
you?
try to be. It is, but it's like I don't know. I'm just trying to get used to playing that way. But I didn't have to do it in high school, but towards the end of the season I started using it a lot.
And what it is, it's like you just want to have multiple things in your toolbox, right? What you already do. You're so dynamic with your feet, and it's like Julio Jones. I just run by you. Julio Jones didn't even have much at the line, or he didn't implement much. He just a lot of speed release.
Because if you touch him at the line, it's not going to do nothing. It's going to hurt you. If you're the DB, it's going to hurt you more than it hurts him.
Right.
You can't put your hands on them because then now you out of position.
That's right.
Because he's so strong.
Yeah, like and so now developing that where I love speed release. To me, Andre Johnson was the best at speed releasing. You know, go balls 9 stop, and then you use that same release to then go slant, set up slant. Julio Jones was right up there. But what I loved about ball and strategy was like we say we go against Darrelle Revis. We played against him twice a year. It's like bam, I'll give him this look. I might stutter off the line, then boom, explode to the outside go or outside release slant, right? Then you do the get physical, right? You got to have certain things. And then when the game is on the line, it's like, all right, the gotta have it moment, what do you have? You got to have it. So, developing that is good, right? Because, you taller than me. Man, I remember you was down here, down in the park. I feel like you grew an inch since you've been in college.
I think so.
Yeah, you grew?
Probably. I know I'm putting a lot of weight through.
Yeah, I seen you, 10, 15 pounds?
Probably
20 pounds?
What is it? He like 225.
25 to 26.
I seen that picture next to Chris Carter. I was like, bro, grew 226 on your freshman.
Chris is just shrinking.
No, Chris is getting a little wider. Chris getting a little wider. No, Chris look good. No, I'm just messing.
No,
He worked out.
Chris.
Yeah, Chris look good. Chris look good. That's
Yeah,
an
he
OG
good.
right here in the corner. No, when I got to college, I put on 15 pounds, and so I was right around 225, 226, and then when I got to the league combine, I was 229. Yeah, I was 229. Then I got up to like 235 when I was playing. So that's good. Yeah, that physical is big. We're talking about favorite route. Your favorite route?
Like Matt said, go ball, but I say slant or comeback. So comeback.
Right, love to come back. Stutter? You stutter it? You ever stutter it?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. All right, let's get into, before we land the plane, man, like, first big purchase. Y'all getting money, bro. Y'all getting money. Coach, what kind of cars are these boys driving? Like, y'all boys getting money.
I don't know, but I walked out. I got in the parking lot. It wasn't anyway in this room. Man, we got some good cars.
There probably was people in this room.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I know y'all have some stuff, but I think it was Clinton Shots.
Oh,
I have the same car as Quincy.
Yeah, I was like,
What car is that?
I have an
Oh.
AMG color. Yeah.
You have an AMG?
like blue or something.
Is that a G-Wag?
No, it's a Mercedes.
It's like the hatchback, like bigger, like back end deal. I think,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That one, whichever one that is, I don't even know.
Yeah.
What's your bank
Hey,
account
you
look
used
like
to have
right
some
now?
cars now.
Let me see your bank account. Well, I'll show you mine. Come on, let me see your bank account. Just like I ain't gonna put it online. I just want to see. I ain't gonna say just put it like this. Go like this. I'm gonna show you mine. Good to see. Come on.
Hey man, that's me. That's all
Come
you,
on, just
bro.
you gotta do him.
That's just
Come on.
me.
Come on.
See you later.
Come on. Everybody do it at the same time. We come over here at the table. Just come around here. I'm not gonna say. I promise I won't say it.
No.
Just come over here. We go. Look. Here my chase. I want to see this nil money. That's crazy. Y'all making more money than half the receivers that in the league. They probably hate y'all.
Probably.
Y'all getting that bread. All right, ready? Here we go. Let's see who got more money.
Stop.
Go to your chase. Look. Come on over here. Come on, Mecca. No, come on, Mecca. Look, Mecca be serious. Look at Mecca.
You gotta show them this.
Negative one,
Show them this
but-
account.
Yeah, look, he's a.
What account?
This account.
I remember.
Yo, Jeremiah got more money than me.
I'm making $600,000.
Come on, bro. And I know that's one account.
I'm not gonna lie, though, B. Hey,
I know that's one account.
Hey, B, I was gonna say, I just told Mac, like, I remember when we were just getting started and I was a rookie, and you came in, and I remember, like, I don't know, you like did something, maybe threw a check at me or something like that. So we were talking trash, and I remember I knew I was making as a rookie, and I saw the tax that you were paying, and I was like, I was sick, just at the tax you was paying at
Bro,
the time, man.
Do you remember how much?
And I was a young player, like I never forgot that.
But that's what drove me when I first got in the league. When I was a rookie, and when I first got to the Denver Broncos 2006, Rod Smith, OG legend, love you, bro. Thank you for everything. You know, would take me around, and then we go to like Al Wilson's house, linebacker. Go to Chan Bailey's crib, right? And it's like, damn, I can have this. You know, so even when I made it, I still had something to look up to and chase, right? And to that point, bro, like when I first got in the league, the rookie minimum was like $385 or $420. $420. So you're getting $20,000, $22,000 every 2 weeks or whatever it was in season. But when I got that check, we're talking about $500,000. So that's the check he talking about. Think about that when y'all boys make it. Now that was at $10 million a year. When I got to the Miami Dolphins,
That was like top of the league.
yeah, they
You know
signed me.
what I mean?
I went. I matched Larry Fitzgerald with the way they put it,
Yeah.
made it seem like I went over Fitz as the number one wide receiver, the highest paid wide receiver in the league. But it really was just $10 million a year.
Sure.
and that was it was like 4 something every 2 weeks. Can y'all imagine that? Every 2 weeks, that's what you're getting.
Yeah.
But that was 10 million. So Tyreek Hill at almost 30 million is, that boy's getting almost $1 million something every 2 weeks. Like, ain't that crazy?
How do you think the Bengals do their situation with Jamar and T?
You got to keep him. You have to keep him. Because it's about chemistry, right? Like, you got to think about the quarterback and then, like, how y'all operate and move. Like, to have this type of synergy, which y'all talked about earlier, like, y'all, I don't care if I'm getting the ball, I know my role, and then you have the same moments and et cetera, et cetera. Like, y'all know how to move. You got to have that. Because once you get to that level, right? Now everybody's thinking about contracts, they're thinking about all pros and Pro Bowls and legacies. It gets more selfish, right? And the good teams, they know how to put ball first and navigate through that. And so the Cincinnati Bengals, they have that. Like T. Higgins know how to play off of Jamar. Joe Burrow, he knows how to operate with both of them. I think it was a mistake to let go of Boyd. Remember they had Tyler Boyd in the slot? You have to keep him.
You think it was a mistake not signing Jamar before the year's up too? Or?
Absolutely. The reason why is because you make your guys happy. Like, go out there and he's been kicking ass for years. And I don't think that any player should go in their last year of their deal. I think that's a bad deal. Because when I think about business, a lot of people, and you guys will understand this now, especially y'all making money now, obviously, they're putting stacked over there, but a lot of people try to take advantage of people. Like, I'm gonna win this deal, you know, I'm gonna try to get over, or just I need a little bit more. The best deals are fair deals, right? We're in it together, and both sides have risk. So when a player goes into his last year, now the player's taking on, you guys are taking on all the risks, right? You don't want to be in a situation where you have 1 year left, because what happens if you get hurt, you know what I mean? Now you can't get back to the table, or it may take longer. So I feel like they should have taken care of him, because now when you take care of your guy like that, he's going to go harder for you. Y'all know that. Like, yeah, you rock with me, I rock with you. I'm going to give you everything I have.
But I would say, too, a couple of things you told me in the past. Like, when the money's right, that's cool. When the ball's right, you happy.
Yeah.
Like, I've never met a lot of guys that were making good money, but the ball wasn't right. They didn't care
That's
what
right.
the money was, and you were not happy, and you hated going to work every single day. Like, that was the truth.
That's right.
That's the truth. Yeah, it's the truth. And like, so that was the one. Then you told me one time, you were like, "Yo, Hart, like the GM that brought you in as a draft pick, there is like loyalty there, and there is a relationship there. As soon as you take pay, you become a number." And he's like, try to stay if you can with the longest you can with the GM you're with that drafted you, because there's something there, there's chemistry there. Instead of the relationship usually starting with just like, okay, I'm paying you this, I expect this kind of production. If you don't do that, I'm getting rid of you.
Yeah.
And that was the two things I always thought that resonated with me.
100%. You know, that's the game.
Yeah.
And you got your coach there. Like, that's the blessing that y'all have, man. You have a legendary coach, because not only has he had so much success at this level, but he also played in the league and was respected in the league. You know what I mean? And has some amazing experiences that you guys can pull from. Me sitting in this position and sitting with you guys right now, y'all have any questions for me? Like, any game that, you know, I can give y'all, good, bad, ugly, you know, relationships, money, family. Let's get into that. Like, I'm asking y'all questions, and that's all cool for the gram and YouTube. But, you know, I played 13 years in the league, and I had so many wins, and I had some big losses as well publicly.
I mean, I would say honestly right now, I'll probably get your number after this, because I'll probably think of some questions later. But right now, I don't really got much else on my mind besides Monday.
Yeah. Boy, ready to go. I see it. That's respect. Respect. I got you.
Yeah, any advice going into a biggest game of your career? How'd you approach it? How would you go about it? Would you do anything different from your experiences?
Yeah, I think family's a big one for y'all, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all experienced it this week, like you said, Monday. You know, everybody pulling on y'all. That's not going to stop. know, and everybody's circumstances are different, family dynamics are different, but there's dysfunction at times, or all the time in every family. And you guys have to have a real solid plan, a solid plan going into these next chapters of your life, right? And so navigating through that, navigating through relationships is critical. And obviously the big one that we all talk about is being smart with your money, right? But the family thing is huge because you want to stay in that space as long as you can. It's all about ball, but there's so many distractions out there. You got to eliminate distractions. Tickets to who wants this, that, your lady situation. There's a lot of distractions out there.
How did you eliminate distractions?
Man, for me, I leaned into mental health, right? Because I was one that came in, I came in with a lot of challenges. I was one of those guys that stumbled off the field. And in my 5th year, I ended up in McLean Hospital in the outpatient program. And I had to work through a lot of things, right? My childhood, trauma, things that was happening in the league, navigating through all the stress. I didn't have the skills to navigate through all of that. I just wanted to play ball, and everything was personal for me. And so how I navigated through it at the beginning was I actually got help, right? And then once I got through that, then it turned into performance. Y'all saw AJ Green reading a book on the sideline. I used to write on the sideline once I left the Miami Dolphins. Actually, Coach Hartline was with me when I actually entered McLean Hospital, right? So he's seen the difference, and he may be able to tell y'all the difference, like from that year to the second year when I came back. And then that's when it got into performance. And bro, man, it was all about sports psychology. Chicago Bears in between, before I talked to the head coach, the offensive coordinator, quarterback, in between drives, I would know, I love this route, everything all positive, right? And so I really dove deep into that breath work. And that's for you, like all of y'all. Y'all are great kids, man, great young men, and y'all are on the right track. I would tap into that because the game is 80% mental. Even from a ball standpoint, there's so much more meat on the bone. Because if you lean in here, like breaking down film, so start leaning in here more mental. That's how I played 13 years and went 10 years in a row, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns, because I started like dominating up here. All that physical stuff is great, but how do you take care of your body? How do you recover? Do you have a schedule down every Tuesday at 12 o'clock? Be here, because I'm seeing a chiropractor, dry needling specialist, and my massage therapist for, you know what I mean? So it turns into performance. And turn into a machine. It's good. I appreciate you boys coming here. Mecca grilling me right now. I doing bars is bars. So that means wrap it up.
Yeah.
That's what that means. Look at Mecca. Look. Bruh, chill. He about to slap me. Brandon Marshall here on the go. I am Mathlete. I'm sitting here with the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Playmakers. They just landed here. It's Friday. Big game Monday. We'll put this out, and hopefully you guys enjoy this content. It was a blessing to sit down with these boys, watching them develop and grow, and then also take on the world. Dope. Appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate you being here.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. Mecca about this.